feel like a dungeoneer. Alright, Matt, you're reaching the door. Turn right. Right. Potties. Right, you've entered the room. There's a big grate on one side and 2 windows on the other. Keep going forwards towards the door.
Right. Oh, not that right.
It's a good shot of the monster. Or the minster. I've never quite figured out how that's supposed to be pronounced.
Minster.
Minster. Like spinster. This is much more like it actually. This is beautiful.
I don't think it's possible for any thinking person to kind of stand on that battlefield and look down from the plateau into Cockback where...
Right, hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Adventures Honeymoon Special. Last full day today. We went back into York to do a couple of odds and ends. So, first thing very quickly, we got the park and ride in this time. Yes, do that. That was much easier
and cheaper.
And yeah, much easier, much cheaper. It was like £5 for the 2 of us to go in instead of...
That was a return.
Yeah, and that's a return ticket, so perfect. Do that. So we got the bus in. We did the York. We walked part of the wall. We weren't going to do the whole thing. We didn't really have time. So we walked the sort of the main part going to the Richard III exhibition. Apologies, all the windows are closed and things because it's too bright outside. It's the hottest day on record or something today. We're breaking boundaries with heat. But
it's very hot.
Yeah.
As pure Scots aren't used to this.
Yeah. So the window's open and the blinds are shut to try and so that you can actually see us. We don't care. Fine. So yeah, we walked the wall to the Richard III exhibition. So we picked up the programme there. Basically, it's in one of the keeps, which is 3 floors. So
it's in the gatehouse. Yeah,
the gatehouse is which is the same as the Henry VII. Although we decided we couldn't be bothered with that. So you go all the way to the top. And so the top floor, you start there, and it's a timeline, basically. You go around and you read about things. You do the top floor, you do the second floor, and then you go down, and it's the gift shop. And that's you. Doesn't take long, depends on how long you read, or how long it takes you to read, or if you want to watch all the extra videos and stuff. There was only really a couple of videos. I would have said I wasn't amazingly impressed with it. I would have said it was quite good and had a lot of information, but seeing as the guidebook was £3... and it's all in there, you might as well just buy the guidebook and read it.
It is almost word for word exactly what was on.
Yes, it's maybe a little bit cut down, but it's pretty much, all the important stuff's there. So...
And they don't have anything real, it's all replicas.
Yeah, and it's not even that exciting. On the top floor, they had a mace. And some layouts to show the battles.
And a tourney tent.
And a tent with Horrible Histories, the TV series playing.
I watched some of that.
Yeah.
He was watching the boring video, and I would have watched the Horrible Histories.
And then on the second floor, they've got a knight's suit of armour,
and a replica of his
crown and necklace.
And the crown and necklace.
And that was it. That's it. That is everything that there was available to see. They
had the little cell room open, which was quite nice to see.
Yes.
But it's tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny little room.
There are more spacious cupboards.
So it's kind of interesting, but I'd almost say just buy the book, have a quick look around and walk away.
If you're going to walk the wall, it complements it.
Yes.
And especially because with our passport it was free.
Sod it.
Then it was fine to do
Yeah,
for that.
it's one of those
I
ones.
wouldn't go in and pay the £3.50 entry fee.
Just
which
for
it was
it.
for the adult was £3.50 just for that. But if you're walking the wall and you've got your passport, by all means pop in. We didn't bother with the Henry VII because
We couldn't be asked, basically.
we know the War of the Roses a bit, and sort of going down to hear his side of the story, having seen what, knowing the outcome, it sort of felt a bit, and we weren't going to walk all the way down to the bottom other end of York in the roasting heat for it.
Yeah, it was too far to go, and we had other things we wanted to do. So we came out of there, bootled through some shops. We had a very nice cafe just outside the Minster Abbey, which we stopped for some tea, and we also went and there's a couple of them kicking about York, which is the York Pork Roast Company, and that was fabulous.
We literally got a cup of crackling.
Yeah,
it was quite fun.
Yeah, we got a big pork and stuffing and applesauce roll, which was delicious, and a cup of crackling between us. It was amazing, well worth getting. Go there, that was lovely. And then we went to the chocolate story, which was something we were going to do the chocolate walk if the dog was with us, but we decided we'd just go in and do the proper exhibition. And that was amazing, actually. It's a guided tour around. A chap takes you around and explains everything for you. So there's no reading. There's no standing around. You go into a room and you either sit down or lean against the wall, and he tells you things, and then you move into the next room. And
there's a video.
Yeah, and there's videos.
You get the chocolate.
Yeah, and there's every room you get handed chocolate, which is lovely.
Try this drink. Here, have a quality street. It was great.
Yeah, really,
I like
really
tears
nice.
with chocolate.
Aye. So that was really good, and it basically went from the first room where he does a brief talk about York and the Quakers being part of
how the chocolate industry really started off. Actually.
Yeah.
Because obviously Quakers were ridiculously moral, so it was like no drinking and all this sort of thing. So
chocolate was almost there.
So cocoa as a drink really took off with them.
It's their guilty pleasure. They could have it to relax and to as a treat rather than wine.
Because they were so morally high, they were quite hard to employ, so they often tend to run their own businesses, which is why cocoa took off so well. And then they sort of started to look into how to make a chocolate bar, and it was Rowntree, Craven, and Terry's were all families.
And Fry's.
Was Fry's based in York?
Fry's was one
and
of them.
And Fry's were all based in York, so they were sort of going about how these people really helped shape the way York is.
By building industry.
By providing industry. And we did have a bit of a giggle because the Cravens, who nowadays are sort of humbugs and Butterkiss popcorn, are sort of their legacy. Their old factory is where Jorvik is now built. That's where they excavated, was underneath that factory. So it's kind of nice, it pulls it all together a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the second room is sort of history, so your Aztecs.
The Aztec and Mayan sort of history of the chocolate, the cocoa bean, and the culture around where the stuff grew in the first place. So the original sort of story of chocolate.
And how the Spanish came in and murdered them all up.
And nicked it. Which is that's what happened in most of history, really, is about people killing each other and nicking their stuff. So
yeah, that kind of sums it up.
And then we went into another room which talked more about what they were originally sort of introduced the thing with, which is about the companies. It was Rowntree, Terry's, and Craven were the three companies they were speaking about primarily, and it was about what they did with chocolate and and how they built industry and how it grew. So you had things like the Rowntree brothers, who were very very friendly and very amiable, trying to make work and pensions and companies. But then you've got Craven, which were, because it was a
was a
widow woman trying to do it.
She two businesses when her son and her husband died.
Yeah, she had to stand over this and basically rule it with an iron fist, otherwise she was going to lose the lot. So she had to be very solid about it. And yeah, about how they grew the industries, which was very interesting. The next room you went into was about the wartime effort, because of this being the
centenary of the start of the First World War.
So basically it's about the fact that chocolate started getting used as rations. You know, World War One is you know, you see this in things like Blackadder and stuff, that the chocolate ration was incredibly important to the troops. Yeah, the cocoa tins were, you know, carryable and good and blah blah blah. So very, very important. So it was talking about that and how chocolate helped grow that.
We had some anecdotal stories about it.
Yeah, things like people's chocolate tins of drinking chocolate, you know, deflecting bullets and things like that. That was the other one. One of the chaps who, it was his cigarette case in his hip pocket deflected a bullet. Fairly standard thing, but that was actually like Nathan Terry or something like that.
Yeah,
so he went on
the chap who invented the chocolate
orange. So, you know, things like that. So it's just that time of year really, and everything that went on. It's very interesting. You then had
I'll just say they carried that theme, because you then go downstairs and you get to do sort of a hands-on bit, but they did carry the World War One theme
into that room.
And did have an exhibition with sort of all the old tins and the letters.
Mr. York.
And Mr. York's generally there all the time.
But he's still quite wartime.
Yeah. You know, so they had things like, you know, the tins, and they had, you know, even letters that the Rowntrees, you know, letters of condolence from the Rowntrees family themselves to families of workers who had lost a son or something, which I thought was actually quite, well, it sounds weird, nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, boss giving a shit, basically.
Yeah. So, which I really like that part of it. It wasn't like, you know, oh, we're, you know, servitude and patriot and all this sort of stuff, but it was nice that it was there, but we could browse at your own leisure. Yeah.
But then there was an interactive bit which the chap sort of walked us through, which is how to make, which was the basic how to make chocolate, that you dry the beans and they rattle them up and roast them, blah 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 blah, and go through this chocolate making process.
So they had all the kids turning handles
and pressing buttons and
dropping
pulling levers and
screens and things.
And that was very interesting as well, actually, because I didn't know exactly what it involved, so it was quite cool to see. And then we got to make our own chocolate. Actually, I'll grab that all out of the fridge. Ooh. Now, we weren't meant to do this.
Yes, we were told that you should never put chocolate in the fridge.
But
seeing as if you want to bring over Mr. Hopalot...
Harry Hopalot, our milk chocolate bunny from Easter.
We saved a chocolate bunny from Easter, and as you can see, he is a small chocolatey lump.
He just melted.
Unfortunately, we've had to put our chocolate in the fridge, lest they suffer the same fate.
We'll take it out now, though. It was just to keep it from being brutalised.
He's still quite runny.
These are quite cold now, so they'll be alright.
They'll be okay.
So, we got to make our own chocolate, which is basically put some fillings
into a mould.
And then they pour chocolate on top. So, just to get a rough idea. Rachel's turned out a bit better for all the crinkles in it, which is quite fun. It's a bit of it's just a kid's activity, but it was good fun. And then you got to see a chap making
you actually got to see a proper chocolatier making, you know, the chocolates they sell in the gift shop at the end of the day. He was great. He very quickly went through the process. And then the rest of our group wandered off down at the gift shop, but we decided to...
I went and had a chat with him.
But we were like, oh, you know, just because you're using this. Yeah, it's very melted. Poor Hopalot. They were like, you know, asking about, you know, the tools he was using, going, you know, are they just from a hardware store? And things like that.
Using a heat gun.
And he was terrific. The chap being the chocolatier was absolutely terrific.
You could tell, actually, he was definitely a professional, but doing and a professional chocolatier, and he does this job as a living, but he has to do, as part of his job, he has to do these talks.
Yeah, he'd really much rather.
And actually, the talk was terrible. He was terribly uninterested with the talk, and he just sort of rattled through it, and it was, and it didn't matter. But then I got him talking, and he was showing us all sorts of fabulously crazy things, and I think we got more out of it than anyone else because we got so much information out of this chat.
Things like, I never knew the after 8 clock was based on a real clock
that someone had bought.
And not only that, he actually then produced us a mould taken from said clock,
official clock,
the official real clock,
to make
and then
chocolate
pulls
clocks.
over a chocolate, the main frame of the clock that he's made with this mould. And he was telling us all sorts of random stories and things.
Yeah.
And, tips and tricks and all that, which was absolutely brilliant.
And he even let us taste the Chocolate Stories official chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is interesting that actually, because obviously depending on what you add and how long you make and blah, 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 blah.
And what mixture of beans you use.
Yeah, a mixture of beans and milk and sugar, etc., etc., etc. You can make a unique, that's how you design your own unique tasting chocolate. And they have a chocolate that only they use. Their recipe is patented to them, or no one else can use it. Most of the time they use just basic bags of chocolate.
Belgium.
Because it's just Belgian high quality chocolates, because that's for the Joe Blow public, because they're churning through it and letting kids play with it and stuff. But this is for when they have to make things like centenary pieces, like they made a box chocolate specifically for the Queen and things like that. And these chocolates are very expensive. And he brought out the box and let us taste some of the actual chocolate. The actual just chocolate drops that you then melt down. And that was wonderful. So we got some real backstage info, and he was showing us all the Kit Kats as well. Because the Japanese are addicted to Kit Kats.
The Kit Kat, we were shocked.
Best-selling.
The Kit Kat is worldwide the best-selling chocolate bar.
Ever.
Full stop. And this is mainly fueled by the Japanese.
Where Kit Kat, it
sounds very similar
Kitsy Katsy or something like that.
Yeah, Kitsy Katsy or...
It means good luck, basically. Kit Kat is basically an abbreviation of good luck in Japanese. Oh, she's found it.
Kito Katsu.
Yes.
So there's just some pictures. So the Japanese have gone completely daft on this and tend to give it as
good luck
gifts for exams and driving tests.
lessons and things.
And as a result, there are 75 flavours of Kit Kat in Japan.
Including wasabi.
And soya sauce flavour Kit Kats, which I think sounds disgusting.
But still, so there you go. If you want to wish anyone luck, give them a Kit Kat.
I was quite noveled. I did have a little look through the guide here, and it says that if someone is expected to fail their exam, they are given the Kit Kat with all minus one finger taken out.
Really? One finger given to them because they're expected to fail?
They sometimes receive a Kit Kat with all but one piece removed.
Okay, weird. So there we go. From there, we were going to do the Minster Cathedral, Abbey, whatever, but we walked in and walked straight out. We decided we'd had enough bloody history.
It was a combination of things. We were both a bit historied out.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of reading the last couple of days. It's very hot, and we're not used to it.
And it was very stuffy in the Abbey, so in the cathedral.
Yeah, although the curtains are flapping, this is the first breeze that's come in today.
Yes, this literally started about 5 minutes ago.
And at £10 for just a tour of the cathedral, I wasn't really up for that today.
Yeah,
actually, if it was a donation or if it was free to wander, but you paid for a tour, we'd have gone in. But yeah, £20 for us to look at some stained, because I just want to see the stained glass. To be absolutely honest, it was just a bit like, no, not today. Maybe next time, not today.
And the only we could have done the dig, but to be honest, we were that tired by that point we'd forgotten it even existed.
Yeah.
So
I quite literally on the bus home and said, "Oh, I meant to do that."
So we went for a wander. We found the Teddy Bear's tea room, had a tea and a sandwich, and had a think about what we wanted to do, and decided actually we'd just go for a poke around the shops. and then head back because it's far too hot and we're all tired and we've got a big drive home tomorrow. So that's really it. From that, yeah, walk the York walls. They're beautiful and free. The Richard III and Henry VII are okay if you've got a passport, but otherwise,
It's sort of complimentary to the walls.
yeah, complimentary to the walls. Do feel free to do, but I wouldn't be mucking around too long in them if you've got other things to do. Just buy the bloody program and read it when you get
in the
home.
programme.
It's all in there. Just read that and you'll be fine. Read that in the evening. It's not that long. Apart from that, yeah, and then the York's chocolate story. Just do it. Full stop. It was really, really
Absolutely
good.
Brilliant.
Go in, book
Takes
your time.
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, go in, book your slot, go find something to poke about the stores around, and then come back for it because you're right beside the shambles and things, so there's plenty of things to poke about. That's really it.